Guys, what's up? Andy from the Music Emporium here.
Dan here.
We're going to run down some highlights from the Winter 2023 Vintage Collection, which is now live on our site. The collection is even bigger than what you see here. If you want to jump right to the page that shows you everything all at once, there's a link in the video description. But for right now, we're just going to hit some highlights of the collection, starting with this lovely 1960 Fender Stratocaster. I'm going to stand right next to Dan.
Yeah, what a great piece. Cool kind of end of 59, early 60. It's a December 59 body. Got the 3-ply nitrate guard and the slab rosewood fingerboard. It's kind of that seminal Strat aesthetic, spec, really great example. We had it refretted by our friend Laurent Brondel, who did an amazing job. What a great playing instrument, and a real nice way to kind of kick off this collection for sure.
This guy is clearly the star of the acoustic half of this collection. And in terms of 1930s Martins that have just sort of walked into the store out of the clear blue sky, this has got to be one of the 2 or 3 best that we've ever encountered. Again, it's a 1938 0028, early enough in the year that it's still a forward X. What's original? Everything. Completely untouched until TJ Thompson just did an X set and refretted it. This is as good as it gets in terms of 1930s Martins and a previously uncirculated guitar. So for anybody looking for one of those, this is kind of the silver platter package right here.
This one came in the ash body that you see here, or an optional mahogany. Here's the ash, beautiful refret again by Laurent Brondel. Had the original frets on it, really an untouched example of one of these. And it was played, and those frets were kind of, I would say cooked is the right way to describe that.
Well done.
Well done. They were beyond their useful life, well beyond. So got it refretted, but otherwise, it's as you'd see it from the factory. Amazing sounding pickups. This guitar's got some attitude, but a really cool voice that a lot of these kind of semi-hollow tellies have, and they're very unique to the lineup.
This is a true player's guitar. Came from the collection of a friend of the shop whose brother owned the guitar, tragically kind of passed away young. And we acquired the instrument as well as some others for her, and we've just been kind of sitting on this one for a while because we just really like it. For anybody looking for a 50s J45, this one would have our highest endorsements for sound. I mean, just a great sounding J45. And come on, I mean, it's got a rose on it. What more do you want?
The look, yeah.
It's a look. We're all suckers for a decal for sure. And this one just looks incredible. It's one of those guitars that kind of like catches your eye from across the room, and when you play it, there's even more to love.
Black Beauty, folks. Who doesn't love these? These are awesome.
Talk about a look. I mean, oh my.
Incredible, right? One of the few instruments in this part of kind of Gibson's period, post-1965, that had the original wide nut. So this is one of those great examples of kind of getting into a 50s Les Paul at a late 60s price. These are still criminally underrated guitars. And this is a great example. It's early enough in the year in 69 before Gibson moved to the pancake body. So it's got a one-piece body, original patent number T-top pickups with undisturbed covers, a couple of small changes on hardware. It's got old waffle backs on it. It's a great look as well. And refretted in-house. And it's a monster of a guitar. Plays great. It's kind of got the right weight, just under 9.5 pounds. Not too chunky, but a great kind of Les Paul custom weight. And just a blast to play. I mean, it's got a really cool neck. And again, an awesome example of what was happening at Gibson at the time, kind of reintroducing the Les Paul back into the fold, and they nailed it. It's an awesome guitar.
It ain't mint. equipment, but with a 00018 12 fret guitar from the early 30s, these are all kind of like, if you want the sound, here it is. And the condition is completely secondary. Place bridge, couple of back racks, blah, 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 blah. But this thing weighs like, I don't know, 2.5 pounds. You could blow it away with a stiff gust of wind.
Absolutely.
Sound is absolutely incredible. And I thought it was just worth showing off because of, again, how rare it is to find a 12 fret 00018 that hasn't been run over by a car or, completely butchered by some kind of hacky repair work over the years. This one assuredly has not been. Just been refretted by TJ Thompson, plays like an electric guitar, and it sounds absolutely amazing. So if you've been on the lookout for a 12 fret 00018, which again are really hard to come by, you should give us a call and grab this one while we still have it.
And another transitional guitar. Another great example of what happens Gibson at the time, moving from the 1 11/16 nut to the 1 9/16 nut that happened late in 1965. This guitar has a transitional nut width, as to confuse you even more. Not too big, not too small, just right, kind of a Goldilocks nut width, if that ever existed. Anyway, 1 5/8 nut, so it's kind of an in-between shape. Still feels really comfortable. Honestly, a little bit closer to the 1 11/16 nut width. This one also has been refretted, but features its original early patent number pickups. And again, it's a great example of the kind of first iteration of the trapeze non-stop tail version of the 335. A mix of nickel and chrome parts here, so you're getting that true transitional example. Awesome, awesome sounding guitar in really good shape. Really, outside the refret, it's all there. I mean, it's got it all.
I don't think we've ever showcased a National in any one of these collections before, but this one was kind of simply too good to pass up. 1934 style O right here, completely original hard shell case, still in fantastic condition, and it plays great too, which you cannot say for every one of these that you come across. The coolest version of the model in many people's opinion because of the chicken foot pattern plate cover on it. Yes, it's the Brothers in Arms guitar, as people call it now. If anyone's familiar, as I'm sure you all are, with the Dire Straits album, this is the same model pictured on the cover that everybody wants. Flat picket, finger picket, bottleneck, no bottleneck, whatever. This thing sounds amazing. And anybody out there who's been kind of after chicken foot style O, that they don't come any cleaner or better sounding than this. And again, we do have a demo. Link is in the description. Guys, that's it for the highlights for the 2023 Winter Vintage Collection. As I mentioned, there's so much more to see. There's a link in the description. We'll just take you right to the whole collection on our website. And again, if you would not mind, please hit the subscribe button, leave us a like, leave us a comment. It does help our videos get seen by even more people. And as always, we thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.